Jasim from Al-Mosawi's Counseling. In this video, we'll be discussing the idea of change and change in acquired in learning a new skill, change in academic, change related to behavior. So this idea is based on Bandura social cognitive theory, and this idea is consisted of 4 steps to help the person make these changes. So the first step is the person need to pay attention to the skill that or to the new skill, to the new learning. Information presented by a teacher, by a therapist. The person need to pay attention to them and focus on this information. So for example, if the person want to change their mood or change their feeling of depression, and the person is attending some therapy, the person need to pay attention to the skill presented at that session and be able to observe this information. And the second step, the second stage or second step in that model is the person need to retain that information, store the information, be able to remember the information. So first step is learning the information, and the second step is retaining or storing the information in their memory, and remembering the information presented in the lecture or presented in the session. And the third one is the person's ability to produce this skill or to practice this skill. So when the session is over, the person take this information and practice them outside. So if the person is learning, for example, a breathing technique, relaxation technique, mindfulness technique, the person be able to first learn this skill, then retain them. Then the third step is to practice them outside of the session, be able to practice them. And majority of the struggle that patients have when they are coming to therapy, they attend the session, they pay attention into the session, but sometimes they struggle in retaining the information because of the issue of memory related to depression. Sometimes their memory, they struggle with memory because of the depression, and also they struggle to apply some of the technique. Some patients, they attend the session, but as soon as the session is over, they struggle in practicing or producing this skill again outside of the session. With following this model, it's very, very important for the person is really to listen to this suggestion, retain them, and the third one is to practice these skills. And we understand that practicing or making some changes is not very easy, but it's very important for the person to produce this skill. And the fourth one is the person must have some motivation, to practice. So we said the practice very important, but really a practice is related to motivation. So the person must have some motivation to practice the skills or this technique. And motivation is coming, normally motivation, the person develop the motivation if the person have some structures in their life, some goal, and also according to the theory of social cognitive theory, like Bandura social cognitive theory, that motivation come from enforcement. enforcement, like internal enforcement, like self-enforcement, and external enforcement. So the person enforce themselves, started to feel good about what they are doing, and external reinforcement, like a reward from the outside, maybe people giving them some feedback to help them like increase their motivations. So very important to have like a good social support system to help with the enforcement when really learning a new idea, or learning a new technique, or trying to change something related to depression or anxiety. Very important to have some people around you to get that like external enforcement. We understand that external enforcement is good, but the most important thing is external enforcement, really trying to have some value why you are making these changes, like have some self-talk to help you why you're making these changes, what's the reason you're making these changes, to help you create that enforcement, or that's internal enforcement. So that's the 3 step of change, and how people can go through this change. The model also, also discuss that children are very easy learner from observing other people. So our children learn very well when they are observing other people. So like we really need to make sure that we give them the best, like provide them with monitoring their video game, monitoring their TV, show that they are watching. Also we need to monitor ourselves when we are around our children. The theory found that children learn aggressiveness when actually watch video game or TV show that has an aggressive behavior. And also the theory found that boys are like more likely to practice aggressiveness or to engage in aggressiveness behavior after watching this video. So this is a side information that can be very helpful. Again, this is according to this theory of Bandura, social cognitive theory. Hopefully this can be a little bit helpful for you as information. If there's any question, please contact us at our Facebook account, or you can watch this video also on our YouTube channel. Okay, and if you have any question, just provide us with a question. Thank you, and wonderful day.